Geshe Gelek has arrived at the building. If you'll turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll have begin our prayers with a 7-limb prayer. Gosum gu pe gane chak shelo ngo shami tru chu chin malubul tok me ne sab dik tung tam che shak ke pa ge wanam la jayrang korwa matong partu lek shukne drola chuki korlo korwa dang dag shen ge nam chang chuk chen porno. And the short mandala offering on pages 97 and 98, followed by request to return the wheel of Dharma. Saji Puki Juxing Metog Tramri Rabling Ji Ni Degen Padi Sangye Jingdu Mikte Ulwa Hidro Kunam Dak Shingla Chuparshok Jetsun Lama Dampakyenam Kichu Kukala Kense Chudzindrig Jitar Sampe Dulce Zinma Lazab Gechuki Charpa Yam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami. And now on page 98, Geshe will lead us in the Refuge in Bodhicitta.
Sanje Chetan Sanje Dagi Chishin Jeve Zenan Sanje Chetan Sanje Chetan Chanju Dagi Chishin Jeve Zenan Sanje Chetan Sanje Chetan Chanju Dagi Chishin Jeve Zenan Sadala Memina Mianji, Omodo, Jaji Lazo, Chola, Chawajaman, Sanje Sura, Rodo, Shijin, Detara Shijatan, Pechin, Dirishi, Namala Egana, Luna, Nijan, Hodana, Egana, Tawakunjan, and Tamjeki, Chutin. Kange Tuzen Yuzun, and Tawatan Jabon, and Pechin, and Dizem, Kodon Tella, Charles. Oh, yeah. Good evening. Oh, yeah, good evening. Short meditations. Just think of yourself. Think of yourself. Not other self, yourself. Just think of yourself. Go to every part of your body, inside, out. Ask questions. Am I? My hair? Then go to that, okay? Go from inside out. When you're trying to find the self, but you are not going to find, does that mean self doesn't exist? No, that doesn't mean self doesn't exist. Self do exist, but doesn't exist the way we think. Our idea of self and our perception of self, how we perceive self, looks very real, but not going to find. When you look for it, not going to find. Self does exist, but it doesn't exist the way we perceive. Therefore, we are not able to find going to physical part, inside out, clearly indicate our perception of self doesn't exist. Does that mean self doesn't exist? Self do exist. It's just merely level on our aggregate. It's not a level, but it's merely level on our aggregate. What's called mere self. I am the one analyzing, am I my hair? Am I my hair? Am I my teeth? Am I that I? The very I that we say, am I my hair? That I? Is merely level on our aggregate. It is not our aggregate, it's merely level, merely imputed. Just pause on that, merely level. Am I that I is merely level on aggregate. when we're trying to look through our meditation, we are trying to look that I or try to find that I on our aggregate. We cannot find. That is our perception of self. That's what it is. It's not going to find. It sounds, looks very much like self. It is not self. That is our perception of self. Idea of self is exactly like the illusion, is exactly like illusions created by illusionists. Looks like horse, is not horse. Seeing your body as a you, seeing your feeling as you. Self is merely level on aggregate, mere self. The self associated with this body, the self that's come from beginningless time. That self that comes from beginningless time. we cannot identify self without depending on aggregate. But aggregates are not self. It's merely level on that aggregate. Self is a merely level on the aggregate. That's why one needs to experience merely level self. That needs to be understood. Merely level self. The word mere excludes your idea of self, your perception of self. That excludes that. And it comes down on just merely level self. Mingjang, merely level. Taya, dependent. That's what it is, merely level dependent on the aggregate. That's what it is, self. Merely level dependent. Like a dream. Like illusions, like dream. We built up so much on our idea of self, our perception of self, our idea of self. So much has been built on that. even just in this life, so much was built, created. In the end, that base doesn't exist. In the end, that base doesn't exist. The base is our idea of self, our perception of self. So much story has been created. So much been built on that. That base doesn't exist. What does exist? Merely level self. Like dream, like illusions. Seems to be real, it's not real, it's just dream. When you gain a deeper understanding of shunyata, so that's how you experience everything else. It's like dream, like illusions. Nothing is serious, absolute. Has to begin with the self. That meditation must begin with the self, because so much has been built, so much has been created on that concept, perceptions, ideas. That perceptions, idea is your interpretation of self. It is not the self. It's your interpretation of your interpretation of self. It's not self. What is self then? Merely level on aggregate. That's what it is. Nothing is created, nothing is projected. It's just merely level on your aggregate. That's what the self is. So this meditation will lead you to see the ultimate nature of self. So then everything else is like dream, illusions. Everything, sicknesses, death, aging, rebirth, all of that is like illusions, like dream. Why we are not experiencing that now? We are just stuck. We are stuck with our perception of self. Our idea of self, we're just stuck there, stuck. How to free ourselves from that trap? We need to analyze. Need to do analytical meditations. We just did. Am I my name? Am I my hair? Am I my eye? Go to outside, inside, what do you find? Nothing. What that means, your interpretation of self doesn't exist. Everything you created based on that does not exist. When you experience through this analytical meditation, end of the analytical meditations, if you experience merely label self. That understanding will help you to overcome from your own perception of self, your version of self, your interpretation of self, overcome from there, then hopefully it will lead to understanding of ultimate nature of self. So then when you come out of that meditation, everything that you see is like dream, it's like illusions. That is the meaning of illusion, concentration like illusions. Jato, Jumatabi, Tingzi, during the post-meditations, meaning when you come out of the meditations, that's considered as a post-meditations. During that time, how you experience things in your life, like a dream, like illusions. So that concentration is called concentration like illusions. Meditative equipoise, that was called Nyamja Nagatabe Toni. Meditative equipoise, that experience like sky, totally empty, nothing there, totally empty, nothing's there, no projection, no story, nothing. When you take away all the labels, there's nothing, there is nothing. It's like sky, there's nothing. If you take away all the labels, oh yeah, so I think that's enough. So this is meditation, probably so same, like chapter number 10. So now continues, okay, the textbook continues, wisdom chapter. Navi Jagar Chiro Bishung Nandos. Chiro means non-Buddhist, non-Buddhist theory, philosophy, non-Buddhist theory of philosophy. Now means earlier Indian philosophy, non-Buddhist philosophy, philosopher. They even talk about conventional truth and ultimate truth. They also discuss about that. For example, Tangent, there's a particular non-Buddhist philosopher named called Tangentpa. Jitso, please read it. I'm not sure how they translate Jitso.
There's Samkhya's. Samkhya's
Yeah,
is that the group?
There's a part of group, yeah.
Okay. So the Samkhya's, for example, regarded the primal substance as absolute truth.
Yeah, primary substance.
Primal.
It doesn't make sense, anything. Primary, Primal, how you say?
Primal substance.
Yeah, primal general, how you say? That doesn't make sense.
What would
Jitso.
anybody say primal is?
Jitso is the color, something that, according to their philosophy, there's something it controls everything. Basically, it controls everything. So then this is just name. Just think of a meaning. It controls everything. This is the main thing. This, that, everything, all the experience is like the manifestations of that. These things manifest. Chizoja. Namjur literally means expressions. Here, like more like experience. Form, color, shape, sound, smell, tactile, taste, all of that is manifested from this prime Chizo, and they believe that is the ultimate truth. So, that they call like 25.
The rest of the 25 objects of knowledge?
Yeah. Rest just goes. So this, according to their philosophy, they talk about this 25 object of knowledge that include everything, all the existent person, the things, everything is part of that. So among those 25 object of knowledge, there's one is called Jitso, and that is the one is control. And all the rest is just manifestation of that. So that's their philosophical view. So that's why he's always talking, because even the non-Buddhist philosophers, they also talk about convention and ultimate truth. So that's their version of conventional truth and ultimate truth. Even within the Buddhist philosophy, there are different interpretations of true truth, different interpretations. The best, Madhyamika Prasangika interpretation of true truth, that's the best, that's the ultimate. Then there will be like Madhyamika Sahastantika, the version of interpretation of true truth, better, not the best. So then after that, there's like mind-only school interpretation of true truth. Then the Sahastantika, Vivasika. So it's, as I mentioned, it's like your understanding of true truth in the kindergarten. So now elementary school, then high school, college, and university. That's much, much better now. It's like the same. It's not. It sounds like contradiction, but it's like that understanding is not well developed. It still needs to be improved. Okay, so even within the Buddhist philosophy, there are different interpretations of true truth. The kunzop chebe tanya dini sa, kunzop chebe tanya dini, kaptop chi onki yangta mayimbe denpa tang tanya denpa kowa yesu. So this part is quite important in order to have better understanding of conventional truth. So this is quite important. Kunzob jebe tanya dinisa, kunzob that level, kunzob jebe tanya dinisa, kaptoji ongi yangda mayimbe dempa tangse. Tete kwenye. Tendam dembala kowa mina mungu yelas. So first, please read this part. So then, yeah.
The term relative is sometimes called an obscuring truth and sometimes a conventional truth, depending on the context. An ultimate truth can also have many different meanings. The treatise on the center and extremes speaks of absolute ultimate truth, practiced ultimate truth, and attained ultimate truth.
Now again, same thing. If everybody goes like this, that means understand. So then no explanation needed. Then moving on. Everybody goes like this. So in India, that means you don't understand. This means yes. This means no. So if Tendala goes like this, that means hard to believe. Let's go. We are not going to rush this text. This is important one. So we are not going to read like newspaper. That doesn't make sense. Tendra, you understood probably. But you are just saying this for them or for yourself?
No, I don't know. I have not studied the treatise on the center and extremes, and I don't know what absolute ultimate truth.
Okay, oh yeah. So now, Yunda Namji, I think this text was composed by Arya Asanga. There's like five set of teaching taught by Arya Asanga. This is one of them. Yunda Namji, Mananda. Janamani. Oh, maybe this taught by Maitreya Buddha. Yeah, Maitreya Buddha. That's what they say? It says Maitreya Asanga. Yeah, Maitreya Asanga completely wrong. There's no such a thing called Maitreya Asanga. Yeah, so maybe that person don't confuse. There's like, sounds like same name, two different texts. One is composed by Maitreya Buddha, one is composed by Arya Asanga. So, I think that's probably Maitreya Buddha, I think. So, yeah, of course, if you are not sure Maitreya Buddha, Arya Asanga, then you say Maitreya Asanga. So, it's not right, it's not wrong, it's both names there, so how to say? Oh, no. Yundan namje tyondam dempa tang, toba tyondam, duba tyondam sum yuji. The first one, what is called ultimate truth, then?
It's absolute truth.
Yeah, absolute truth. Tyondam.
Practiced absolute truth.
Huh?
Practiced absolute or ultimate truth. Practiced.
Yeah, so then after that, there's three of them.
Yep, and attained.
Yeah, the obtained ultimate, that's like more like cessation.
Okay.
Cessation. I think I'm pretty sure there's cessations. There's like one person could be wrong. There's one person out of 100%, one person there could be mistake. But 99% I'm pretty sure that's called cessation. So, so then ultimate truth, that's shunyata. That's the first one, the shunyata, ultimate truth. Second one is cessations. The Duba Tundam the practice ultimate, so that I'm not sure. Duba Tundamba. Duba Tundam. Yeah, let's not discuss that yet, not now, so I will explain later. So I don't want to, if people are taking note, I don't want to waste your ink and the paper. Next, the book more like this, I'm not sure about the Dubatchandam. I don't want to guess. Okay, so just leave this next Wednesday, I'll explain. Tanga Lamiji Shundusi, turn Tampe Vesas. So then go, what is this, the next part?
Again, in the Supreme Vajrayana, one speaks of the ultimate luminosity.
Luminosity, clear light, same thing. Luminosity, clear light, same thing. The ultimate luminosity, yeah. Luminosity taught me how to say that word, luminosity. Yeah, luminosity. So, the song I think this one Tendam baby, so conventional luminosity or ultimate luminosity. Conventional luminosity refers to ordinary death. Sometimes it's called like mother light, mother luminosity, same thing. Ultimate luminosity, that's like what is that word? That when you manage to send the energy into the central channels, so then there will be like what is it? And you are able to draw the white bodhicitta from the crown chakra to the throat chakra, heart chakra, navel chakra, secret chakra. That's like you experience bliss. So that bliss is not just ordinary bliss, that bliss experience shunyata. So that's exactly the meaning of unification of voidness and great bliss. That's exactly what it means. Able to draw the white bodhicitta from the crown chakra, then there's bliss. Then there's like Gawa, say 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degrees. The amount of bliss increase like that. Then from up, from 80, so then that probably that is like increase. So that bliss is utilizing that bliss to communicate with emptiness. The bliss that cease experience shunyata, that is the one unification of voidness, the great bliss. That is what it is. That's what it means. Unification of voidness and great bliss. That's exactly what it means. That's what it means. So that one is ultimate luminosity. Understood? Even within the Tantra teachings, there's the different interpretation of truth. So, Penna Chönamji Shizé Juni 전담 덴바다 대화 요롱서 전 남지 시제 균이자 전담 덴바다 대화 요롱 전 남지 내갑지 주마다 남한테 군자 덴바다 대화였어. 균. So now can you read that part, for example?
For example, the illusory and temporary aspect of phenomena is related to conventional truth, while their aspect of primordial continuity is related to ultimate truth.
네. 최남지 시제 균. You understand that? Certainly, you understand that?
I understand the first part. The illusory and temporary aspect of phenomena is related to conventional truth. Primordial continuity, such as
Primary continuity in this case refers to the ultimate nature, ultimate nature of the phenomena. So there's relationship with ultimate truth. The second one, convention namji, nekap. Second one.
Well, the second one was the primordial continuity. So
The first one
was illusory and temporary aspect of phenomena related to conventional truth.
there's the first one.
Yep.
Oh, in Tibetan text is kind of opposite. Okay, so that's all. But then you understand the luminosity?
Luminosity, ultimate luminosity, in theory.
Chön namji nekap ji jumata bi namane kunzadu. Here, the second one is true nature of existence. There's a relationship between ultimate truth and that. Second one, as I mentioned, when you come out of the emptiness meditations, then you see everything like illusions. So that is relationship with the conventional truth. No, you don't see ultimate truth as illusions. When you come out of the ultimate truth, then you see conventional reality as illusions, not ultimate. Ultimate truth is impossible to see ultimate truth as illusion. It's not illusion, it's ultimate truth. So the conventional truth is the Tētē ngānsu tēmbē, tēnam tēmbē kōr lēmē kāpsa, tēnā tēmbē lēmē kōr sūs kāpsu chī jab chōng tēs, pārādō shimbē tēpā hām. Ngā jī tēpā tāng, ngā jī tēpā yī na, dēhē jī jūdē chetā pā sōtān dēvē kōni lēngā pā yī shīs. So that's not that difficult. Can you continue to read? Yeah, please.
So when we talk about the ultimate truth, we should always do so with reference to the context, whether Sutrayana or Tantrayana. And if Tantrayana, to the particular Tantra, we should then gain a precise understanding of ultimate truth within that context.
Yeah, so like, like when you talk about, you can't talk about the interpretation of truth in the Prasankika, interpretation of truth of the Vivasika, their understanding. You can't really talk about, same like this, you can't really talk about like truth, the understanding of truth, interpretation of truth in the kindergarten. You can't talk that in the high school, in the college. That doesn't make sense. So like that. So you talk based on the reference, like, oh, this is like their version of their understanding of truth. So that Vivasika understanding of truth is different than Saustantika, mind-only, Madhyaminga. You can talk about, in the Madhyaminga system, you can't talk about the interpretation of truth from the Vivasika point of view. Then it doesn't make sense, because that understanding is not fully developed. That's what it means. Okay, so the same Tantra word Kriya, Charya, Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Tantra, or the language. Otherwise, you will end up with full of confusion, not wisdom, full confusion. So you can't tell what version of truth is this. It's like Vibhasika, Sastantika, mind only, Madhyamika. So then you get confused. Teta chene tase nganzo jeje shung teta dewe de tendam dembe kowa yang dawa nijures. So then, ultimate version, interpretation of truth, that you will have better understanding of ultimate interpretation of truth. Because of that, you already understood truth. In kindergarten, elementary school, high school, you all know that. So then you can say, oh, this is the best, that's the ultimate. Then the Shinto Kechima is very important, yeah, it's very important. Otherwise, you will end up with it full of confusions. Then your head goes around clockwise, counterclockwise. And not just your head, that you make somebody else's head goes clockwise, counterclockwise. Nganzu tendan dembe kowa chidang washik shung chadab suzu jawayina nganzu go nyujures. Nganzu tendan dembe kowa chidang shik shung chadab suzu dan jawayina nganzu go nyujures. Yeah, so that I think that's quite easy. So now can you finish? That's quite easy.
This is very important. If we try to apply only a general understanding of ultimate truth to some specific text, we can get very confused.
Yeah, so the Madhyamika Prasankika version of ultimate truth, if you bring that into Vibhasika system, Sastantika system, mind-only system, then you get confused. You do get confused because it's not fully developed. And we already have here one mind-only school. That's our setup. Madhyamika Mula Samucha. That's our setup. Mula Karika Samucha or something like that. That's our setup. The text that's composed by Nagarjuna. The root text, the commentary, the renowned commentary on that root text is by Master Chandakirti, into the middle way. That is the main commentary. So that there's then commentaries, that by Lama Tsongkhapa. Tsawa Sherab, he's always quoting the Tsawa Sherab. Sanje Namji Che Tempas, Debanila Yantate. Jinje Kunzo Debada Tabetunji Debos. This the text, what is the text?
First, it refers to the root verses of the middle way.
Yeah, root versus the middle way. That's how you say it in English, root versus the middle way. For the reference, this text is composed by Nagarjuna. Pandit Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna.
It is said in the root verses of the middle way that the teachings of the Buddha rely on the two truths, the truth of the conventional world and the supreme ultimate truth. This is explained in detail in the entrance to the middle way.
So that text is composed by Master Chandrakriti. I think the disciple of Dignaga, Master Dignaga, disciple, one of the main disciples, Master Dignaga. Then, please continue.
Which says that as all phenomena are perceived both correctly and mistakenly, we apprehend their nature in two ways.
Very good. That is not the explanation here.
What is correctly perceived is ultimate truth, and what is perceived incorrectly is relative truth.
dualistic view. I think last Wednesday, dualistic view. I think mind only school, Vivasika, Sastantika, all they're probably pretty much same. The way they're like understanding of dualistic view is like object and subject, distance between object and subject. That's called dualistic view. Mind only school, then like Sastantika, Vivasika, their version of dualistic view is like distance between subject and object. That's considered as a dualistic view. Madhyamika system, the dualistic view is like, also seeing conventional reality, that's also dualistic view. Then of course, seeing inherent existence, that's dualistic view. There's gross and subtle. There's two of them. Dualistic doesn't color. Here in Madhyamika system, dualistic view refers to conventional truth and inherent existence. These two. Other school, distance between object and subject, I consciousness and object, the distance. And actually, seeing so different, subject and object is so different. Actually, it's not, according to mind only school, there's one seat split into two. One becomes subject, one becomes object. So that means they are like in one entity, but that's not how we see it. But in the Madhyamika system, the dualistic view, dual refers to conventional reality and inherent existence. That. And there's a gross and the subtle. Okay? Just forget that. Chennamji ngazu yadaba zumanyi wanangi ngazu tennamji rangshiya namanyi nawayi.
This refers to the findings of non-conceptual experience related to ultimate truth and those of conceptual analysis related to conventional truth. It is on the basis of these that we establish our understanding of emptiness. But here we are only talking about the non-conceptual experience of the ultimate truth. With this exception, the ways of distinguishing the truths are the same as in the entrance to the middle way.
Finish the rest.
That's the end of this paragraph.
Okay, this paragraph is finished?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Understood? Chitamata, I don't blame you because this is Madhyamika school. It's not Chitamata school. He's only the one. So children mix, they get confused. Let's go. Yeah, we see. Yeah, interacting with the conventional reality, ultimate reality, once the blue moons, not every day. Zumana de Kuzademas, di Tendam Dembata, Deve Tendam Dembata, Tendam Dembata, Deve Tendam Jilos. The awareness that analyzing ultimate truth, awareness that analyzing conventional truth, Kunzo Dembata, Deve Kunzo Juju, Dinjus. Nanzo di Manzu Shidi Tony la Koani Jus. Yeah, so when just a deal with Manzu Tandam Dema Yutu Chip number 미도 비시코네 콜링기에서 제바디 마도 데마니 조수 우만 주발 숭바다 직소이었어. Yeah, so that's the next one. I think that's quite clear. It's clear?
It's not clear to me. I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, so maybe Tendula, you can explain, but I think you did understand. Long time ago.
Okay, I'm a little confused about what the exception is that he's referring to here, that is different from the way it's described in Entrance to the Middle Way.
Cheba di mado deba ni juz uma jubal sumada chiksu yinsa. Nganzu shidi toni la kwani renja diru nganzu tandan demba yudu chibe namba mirdo vishe kone ko lingi yus. In this chapter, we are talking about wisdom realizing shunyata. We are not really talking about true truth. Beside that, then everything is that's the only difference. In this chapter, we are talking about wisdom realizing shunyata. So beside that, then interpretation of true truth based on the middle way approach is pretty much same. Make sense? Yeah. So Tendela is not going anywhere. So any questions? So Tendela will help. So then Tendela has questions. Then Tendela comes to me. So we will discuss one-on-one. Then this part is, please listen. This part is very important. This next paragraph.
Why do we need to realize emptiness?
Yeah, that's very important. That's very important to understand. Otherwise, this is we need to understand that why it's so important to see emptiness.
We do not wish to suffer, and we know that the root of suffering is the untamed mind.
So we need to figure out how to make connections with that explanations and seeing the emptiness so important. Why so important? His Holiness word.
Because the mind perceives and understands things mistakenly, negative emotions arise and the mind is never at peace. This is why we suffer.
That need to understand how to make a link, how to make connections. So now here, can you repeat this last sentence, please?
Because the mind perceives and understands things mistakenly.
Okay, mistakenly. Now that needs to be emphasized. How come that I understand mistakenly? How come I don't understand unmistakenly? Mistakenly? Just think about the snake and the rope. Why you understand, in the first place, why there's a mistake? Why there's a mistake? Projections. You project that a snake. So there's confusion between rope and snake now. Snake is in your mind, it's your interpretation of that object. In reality, there's a piece of rope, coiled like snake, and for you, that becomes snake. The stronger that perceptions, then it start to move around, it start to have eyes, they're all created. So that's how that's just an example, that's how we don't understand conventional reality truly in the fullest level. We do interact with the conventional reality, but we kind of interact with the conventional reality with mistaken awareness. No, not mistaken, we don't understand them complete. There's no complete understanding of conventional truth. There's mistaken. Why there's a mistake? Because the projections project, because of projection. That's all I can think of. If you can think of anything else, So then, yeah, repeat this word again, please. It's important.
Because the mind perceives and understands things mistakenly, negative emotions arise, and the mind is never at peace.
Of course, mistaken
Mistakenly,
what rise?
negative emotions
Yeah.
arise.
Negative emotion do rise. Why? Now, because so much been projected. Could be anger, could be jealousy, could be attachment, all kinds of things, because there's so much been projected. Is that true? Very true. It's very true. So now it's very important to make connections. Why seeing emptiness? Why meditating on emptiness is so important? Why seeing emptiness is so important? Because we don't want to suffer. The root of the suffering is untamed mind, meaning delusions, afflictions. How afflictions rise? Because of projections. Because of projections. Sometimes we see things neutral. Delusion doesn't rise because we don't care, or we don't bother to care. We just see we are not interested. We just see, oh, no story, no, I say, no interpretation, nothing. Just see. But that's not happening all the time. Many times we project and we mistakenly understand situations and we project, then delusion rise, then peace of mind is gone. Therefore, now so important to make connections. Once you see the emptiness, this will not happen. Projection will not happen. You don't project. If you don't project, delusion won't rise. Delusion doesn't rise, peace of mind will be not destroyed. So it's important for sake of the future generations. Who knows, maybe you may teach. So this is important. His Holiness word. Why is so important to experience what His Holiness says? The very beginning.
Why do we need to realize emptiness?
Why do we realize emptiness? Why do we need to?
We need to realize emptiness.
Yeah, why do we need to realize on emptiness? How do you realize emptiness? You need to meditate. In order to meditate, first you need to understand. No understanding, no meditation, no realization. Then continuously, problem after problem. Why do we need to realize emptiness? Make connections. You don't want to suffer. You need to make these connections. Suffering, the root cause of suffering is untamed mind. What is that? That is like understanding things mistakenly. How? Because projections. Because of projection, you understand mistaken. How? Like snake. You understand that the piece of road, you understand that piece of road mistakenly. You don't understand that because you mistake that rope with a snake. This is very important, okay? This is quite important. That's how we suffer. If we want to victory from that, victory from what? Suffering. Now please continue with my English.
To avoid this, we must develop the unmistaken mind, the intelligence that perceives the true nature of phenomena. Mistaken perception arises because we fail to see things as they are.
We fail to see things as they are. we fail to see the self as it is. Our idea of self, our interpretation of self, our version of perception of self is totally different than actual self itself. No, we don't experience self as it is. We experience self with full of projections. Full of projections, meaning we mistakenly identify self. We mistakenly identify self. So unmistaken understanding of self is very crucial, very important. So that means understanding of self with no projections. Means merely level self. Does it? Nothing more, nothing less. It's just merely level on aggregate. That's it. Da chinju logi loni chen namji nilu chi matobi ongi chunga yinje. Nganju nawa pachawa ni chen namji nilu chi shindu shewe nawa yang tabashi chagimes. All the experience, whatever we see, shape, color, smell, sound, taste, touching, all of that. Dini nganju mombe tsuti yinshisa. Nganju dili jawara nganju chen nam rani la nangju teshindu ken le mirungje. Nganju zindang teni chen namji nilu dan tumi la jabatangwes. Zindang te chindashi tuji tam nganju dida tabayina dembani ji kowa. Some more Ranjula teachers. So now please finish this. This is all important. Everything is important, but this particular one.
Much of what we perceive in a mistaken way, seeing things not as they truly are.
So that means like truly there's one person. What you see, 100%, 99% is projected. That's what it means.
This is how we become deluded. To avoid this, we should not accept our perceptions just as we experience them.
Need to analyze. Is this piece of cake? No, it's not piece of cake. So you have to become familiar with that. You have to train yourself to how to analyze. Especially when you get angry with somebody else. If somebody says something, if you get very angry, if you take your time, breathe and analyze, maybe anger can be prevented. But we just, we are completely fooled tricked by our projections. So then we just bust, explode.
It is very important to analyze and investigate whether we are seeing things as they truly are.
Before you, in the snake case, before you freak out, if you analyze, better flashlight, go there, look around, the fear will be gone. Anxiety, stress will be gone, fear.
We should ask ourselves what our perceptions are masking. If we do this, an understanding of the two truths will arise in our minds.
Yeah. Next Wednesday, you will have true truth understanding. Next Wednesday, understanding of true truth will rise. So this is very important. So please these very big questions. How does meditation on emptiness help get rid of anger? No, you have to link. You have to make connections. Anger arises because we understand the situation, mistakenly understand the situations. Or how come you understand mistakenly? Or because of the projections. And if you take time, breathe, analyze, when you're meditating, you've been analyzing, analyzing, then you become so good at that, analytical meditations. So then, whenever you think, especially like when you encounter something difficulties, so then there's no questions. Understanding of truth will be better, much better. There will be no questions. That's like 100% sure, 100% sure. Understanding of truth will become better. Okay, so, So with that, now we'll stop here today. So then continue next Wednesday. All right?
Okay. For the dedication prayers, turn to pages 235 and 236. Gewadi nyor dudag lama sanje truk yorne trokya malupa Jangchup sem chok rinpoche, ma ke panam ke gyurche, ke wanyam pa me payang, gong ne gong du pel war shok. Jam pel pa wo ji tar chen pa dang, kun tu zang po de yang de jin te, te da kun gi je su da klok cheer, ke wa di dak tam che rap tu ngao. Du sum shek pe gil wa tam che ki, ngo wa gang la chok tu ngak pa de, dak she ge we ta wa di kun kyang, sang po chut chi rap tu ngo war ki. Dagi chi nye sak pa ki wa di, ten dang dro wa kun la vang pen dang, te par jet sun lo sang drak pai, ten pe ning po ring du sel je shog. And now page 244 for the short long life prayers. For His Holiness, Gang ri ra wei kor wei jing kam dir, pen dang de wa ma lu jung wei ne, chen re zi guang ten zin gyat so yi, sha pe si te bar du ten gyur chig. For Sarah J. Kinser Rinpoche, Jetson Love Song Gelek, Jonu yi nag la wang jor tu, awa ta re zen ba rap sot pa, lob xiang gil wei de tong lek pel shok, ja sir gen gyur lama so wa de. And the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche is on the inside back cover. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Prateka Buddhas, victorious Losang Father and Sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And now the long life prayer for Geshe Gelek Choda. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And the long life of Geshe Palten Sangpo. You who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart, You who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And 7 Tara mantras for the benefit of all beings. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
This goes maybe 21 medicine Buddha mantra for all the people in the prayer list, and Julie's brother having surgery, so we'll recite 21 medicine Buddha mantra for all the people. Okay. Tuje konlanyo be jonde de tsa de be ngro dunga se tu sun de sa de me je no me na cha se lo. Om namo bhagavate bhagavate guru bendu ya tamba ranza ya tatanga ta ya arahate samya sambuddhaya te ya om bhagavate Ranza samoga de soa om namo bhagavate bhagavate guru bendu ya tamba ranza ya tatanga ta ya arahate samya sambuddhaya te ya Om bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate ranza samoga de soa om namo bhagavate bhagavate guru bendu ya tamba ranza Tathāgataya arahate samya sambuddhaya te atam bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate Ranza samogate so te ata om bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate no te atam bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate no te atam bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate Ranza samogate so te atam bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so te atam bhagavate bhagavate Raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate Raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so ade adom bhagavate Te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so te adom bhagavate bhagavate te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so te adom bhagavate bhagavate ma bhagavate bhagavate raza samogate so Gyawadi yanyu tata sajay mela do jine do waji jama de bade asada kuma simje de bade de bade do de 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 Pama simje tam je de tata jine nge do tam je tata do wada jeju sema kana do jama tata kunje mela mdo yo je. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.